Well, obviously, really proud of all the work and effort that went into it by our players and coaches to come here and to be able to get a hard-fought win. And also proud of the way the players just played and responded to different adversity, some self-inflicted and obviously others. But I thought we started to just play off each other and playing with each other. And certainly, some guys stood out, but it was a heck of a team win.
Paul, what do you think were the issues defensively in the first half, giving up 300 yards?
I think Nebraska, they executed, and I thought the first half we didn't do anything really to make them uncomfortable. Didn't flip the field at all. Offensively we were hurting ourselves a little bit with some penalties, and I thought they executed. And they made some plays, and they've got talented players, and just kind of kept playing through it, and I think that's what it was. Obviously on the big touchdown, we should have been in better position, but we weren't, and I love the response though.
Well, you've seen Jonathan Taylor come on since camp. How would you describe what he gave you tonight? I know the offensive line doesn't do its job, but just what he did.
No, I think that you're right. I mean, the offense line, tight ends, fullbacks, receivers did a heck of a job, but I thought JT was special tonight. And certainly, the big run at the end of the first half. And I thought he had some hard, good, just 7, 8, 9-yard runs. And, I think he's continuing to get better and works and takes coaching, wants to be good. And I thought there was a lot of stuff around him, though, that was pretty good as well.
Well, after the pick six, you go 31 of 33 on the ground the rest of the way. That's impressive.
It was, it was guys were on their targets, and I think the two passes were 2 third-down conversions. I think both to Q. One was the touchdown, but guys were on it, and I thought that Joe did a heck of a job and set, and offense coaches setting up a good plan, and guys were confident and they were executing. And that gives you the chance to continue to run the football, and I think that fed our defense a little bit, and that's why I feel like everyone kind of complemented each other. And JT obviously ran really well. I thought Bradrick ran well. Sheed had a couple big runs, and so it was a lot of guys contributed.
You mentioned self-inflicted. Is the pick one of those?
Yeah, I mean, certainly it is the result. And we had a kind of a mental mistake there. We had two guys in the same area, and I thought we were a little bit late with it. And second down, certainly that's it. I thought we had, and I don't know, we got to watch and see it, but the penalties hurt. All of a sudden we got a big run in the red zone, and it gets called back, and so we've got to do a better job of helping the kids and go. But it was just seemed like we weren't getting the rhythm, and I don't think we were very good on third down early. And that kind of takes away some of those at-bats. So, therefore, we never flipped the field, and it was, we had to overcome some stuff.
What went into the decision to put Jason Urban in there in the second half? Were Dietz and Kapoy both dealing with injuries? Or?
Yeah, I mean, kind of where we're at. And Jason's been doing a good job. We've been kind of talking about it for a couple of weeks, should this situation come up. And I know Cole was in for a little bit. And then we started, I think we were executing, and so you're able to you kind of stay with that group then.
Coaches, you guys are always asked if there are adjustments made at halftime when you see a dramatic shift defensively today. Did you guys make any adjustments, or did they just execute better?
I think it's a combination of both. Certainly in the first half, you're not going to maybe get to all your calls, so whether you're adjusting that or playing off of how are they attacking you. And I think that offensively did a better job, and so we complemented each other, I thought. And so certainly there's adjustments made during the first half and at halftime. But, some of it was, all right, now we might be able to get to this.
The way you were running the ball in the second half and controlling the clock, do you feel like you were able to kind of wear down their defense as the game went on?
I think there's a chance. I thought that, we were, whatever it was working. And, I think there is you keep the ball, and I think that, it was a physical game, and I think that there can be that component to it.
Derek looked to be battling something, keep getting hit all the time, but he came back and made that strip. Was there any chance of keeping him out, or did he just tell you guys, no, I got to stay? Derek Kendall, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, DT just kind of kept The first one I know was the wind got knocked out of him, and you know, he's fun to be around and wants to play. A lot of the guys were, you know, wanting to play, and so it was. You appreciate all that they do, you know, for each other and for this team.
Paul, you take.
Going back to Taylor, was the timing of some of his production tonight the thing that stood out the most? And when you needed something big to happen, you can involve him?
There's no doubt about that, you know, and none greater than, you know, after the end of that first half. It was interesting, right? Not a lot going on, and it's kind of field position. They hit the big pass and come back, and you know, guys were on their targets, and then he's able to finish it. And I think you're right. You know, he did come up in big moments. And I thought, you know, anytime you get that, and I thought that, you know, the one run Sheet had, it was still kind of close, and we were kind of spread out in that run. I thought that was a big moment, and so you have to do that to beat a good team.
Do you always hope that you could learn certain things from any game to learn about your team tonight?
I think, you know, you learn that despite what circumstances may come up, they're going to keep playing, and we got to build off of that. And you know, we're going to also have another list of things when you watch the film. But I thought, you know, right now, after a game, you kind of feel the emotion as much as anything. I thought they did a great job of kind of keeping their poise regardless of what happened and playing with each other. That's what the takeaway is for me right now.
There are big plays going all the way back to the beginning. I think they'll get lost in the shuffle a little bit, maybe not to Chryst or.
No, he'll remind everyone on that one. Huge, right? Because, you know, they're moving the ball, and it was, I think it was like a 3rd and 2, and just like that, you know, kind of went off the kid, and Chryst was able to make the play and then be able to finish it, and obviously that was huge, especially the way the first half went. And, you know, we weren't really doing anything consistently offensively. And so, and like I said, they did a lot of production, you know, Nebraska did offensively. And so just to get that play was huge. And he'll make sure everyone knows. But it's big and pretty cool for him, right?
The other part of being able to run the balls, I think until their last drive, they only had 15 offensive plays in the second half, another factor of the running game.
Oh, it's huge. You know, that part was really big, and I think the other part was then, you know, the defense is fresh, and then got some, you know, some quick in and outs, and that's what I mean by playing off each other, and you have to do that, and you never know how the game's going to play out, and that's why I was proud of the way the guys just kept playing and playing with each other, and I thought they were playing off each other.
Paul, do you think you're better equipped to handle some injuries on the offensive line than maybe you were the past couple of years?
I don't know. I mean, you hate seeing any of the kids miss time. You know, they spend so much and put so much into it and spend so much time. You want them to play the game, and so in some ways, you know, Jason Erdman's now at a point where he could do it this year. Last year at this time, I don't know. You know, so I think in that way it is, but certainly don't like seeing it.
All the tight first halves you've been playing, does it make you think about warming up differently or prepping differently for a game in any way?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. No, just that'd be great if that was it. But I think it's these games are 60-plus minutes, and you have to play all of it.
Going back to the Big Six, did you see anything definitive at that moment that stood out to you? Someone who got up and spoke, or was there anything that changed it the way it did, as dramatically as it did at that time?
Not really. You know, I think guys just had I mean, they knew, all right, we just gave them one, and I shouldn't say, I mean, they made a play, but what's the proper response? All that matters is what's going to happen the next play, and I thought the guys did a good job of going forward with it, and then it comes down to playing good football, executing. I thought they did that.
Anything else, Coach?
All right, thanks.